Before we dive in, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Commanders HQ, and turn on notifications so you never miss a single update from training camp. We're here every step of the way this season, and it's already heating up. Because today, we're talking about the elephant in the locker room, Terry McLaurin's contract holdout. But this time, it's not a reporter stirring the pod. It's Commanders veteran Bobby Wagner, keeping it real with a message that every fan and teammate needs to hear. Training camp has officially opened in Ashburn, and while the pads are popping and Jayden Daniels is slinging it, the absence of one man continues to cast a shadow, Terry McLaurin. But just when fans began to wonder how the locker room was feeling about the holdout, Bobby Wagner stepped up to the mic and dropped a truth bomb with all the grace and professionalism you'd expect from a 14-year NFL vet. It's a business, and some of the business is not your business, Wagner said bluntly. You let them take care of what they need to take care of and focus on yourself. But understand he's still part of this team. He's still a huge presence. That's leadership. That's what the Commanders brought Wagner in for. Not just the tackles and the film study, but the calm in the storm. And right now, this locker room needs that. Wagner's words weren't just about being politically correct, they mattered. In an NFL world where contract holdouts can fracture locker rooms and turn teammates into enemies, Wagner set the tone. He's an amazing figure in this community, in this locker room, someone we're excited to have whenever the business gets worked out. Let's be clear, this wasn't just about Terry. This was Bobby Wagner telling the rest of the locker room, focus on the mission. The best thing they can do right now, stay ready, stay unified, and when McLaurin returns, welcome him like a brother. Because when the Commanders hit the field for real this fall, Wagner knows they'll need McLaurin to chase that NFC title again, and this time, finish the job. Now let's get into what's really holding things up. Terry McLaurin isn't just sitting out camp for fun. According to NFL Network's Ian Rappaport, the 29-year-old wideout is looking for more than $30 million per year on a new deal. Let that sink in. $30+ million annually. That would place him near or at the top of the wide receiver market. And the Commanders, they haven't blinked yet, but there's no deal in sight. As Rappaport put it, it's not a disagreement over whether he deserves more money. It's a disagreement over how much, and certainly they're not there yet. That's tough, because Terry's not just asking for elite money. He's got receipts. Let's rewind to 2024. McLaurin posted 82 receptions, 1,096 yards, and 13 touchdowns on 117 targets. That's not just production, it's efficiency, reliability, and clutch performance. And in the playoffs, the man went nuclear. 14 catches, 227 yards, and 3 touchdowns through 2 games, helping Washington punch its ticket to the NFC Championship game. Oh, and let's not forget his second-team All-Pro nod. First of his career and well-deserved. So yeah, when Terry looks at the numbers and says, I want to be paid like an alpha, he's got a case. But the Commanders have decisions to make. With Jayden Daniels on a rookie deal and guys like Deebo Samuel and Laramie Tunsil already carrying cap weight, do they have the flexibility to keep another $30 million per year weapon on the books? That's the balancing act Adam Peters is facing. And so far, neither side is blinking. What makes Wagner's comments even more impactful is who he is. This isn't a rookie. This isn't a guy worried about his own extension. This is a future Hall of Famer, a man who's led locker rooms in Seattle and Los Angeles, and who just joined the Seattle Storm's WNBA ownership group. Talk about business savvy. He knows what it takes to win, and he knows how delicate the locker room chemistry can be when egos and contracts clash. But Wagner didn't throw gas on the fire. He lowered the temperature. He gave the front office space to work. He gave McLaurin his respect. And he told his teammates, stay ready, stay focused, and stay supportive. You just sit there and wait and hope something gets done. When it gets done, you celebrate, bring him in, and move on. That's the voice of maturity. That's the voice this team needs right now. So here's the bottom line. Bobby Wagner may not have solved the McLaurin contract situation, but he just gave fans and players a blueprint for how to handle it like pros. This holdout is frustrating, we get it,
But the worst thing that could happen is division inside the locker room. Wagner won't let that happen. And when this deal gets done, if and when McLaurin walks back through those doors, ready to rock the burgundy and gold again, you better believe the locker room will be waiting with open arms. The Washington Commanders reported to training camp with one goal in mind: build on last year's momentum and go get it all in 2025. And on literally the first play of team drills, Jayden Daniels hit Deebo Samuel in stride on a gorgeous over-the-shoulder touchdown down the sideline. A slot fade, perfect placement, effortless connection. Boom. Ashburn erupted. Fans in attendance, coaches on the sideline, and even veterans watching from the sideline knew they'd just witnessed something special. That one throw wasn't just a play, it was a statement. Jayden is him, Deebo is ready, and the Commanders' offense might be even more dangerous than advertised. Let's break down why Jayden and Deebo could be one of the most dangerous tandems in the NFC this season. First, Jayden lives off the slot fade. During his Heisman-winning year at LSU, he made a living attacking defenses with that route, dropping dimes outside the numbers with elite touch and anticipation. Now enter Deebo Samuel, a versatile, explosive weapon who can line up outside, in the slot, or even in the backfield. He's healthy, motivated, and arriving in Washington with a chip on his shoulder. Head coach Dan Quinn told reporters this week that Deebo has been an absolute joy since joining the team, on the field, in the locker room, and in the weight room. And that chemistry is already paying off. When your very first camp rep is a touchdown bomb, you're not easing into anything, you're sending a message. It's also worth noting that veteran wide receiver Terry McLaurin has been absent from practice as contract talks continue to stall. That's opened the door for even more first-team reps for Jayden and Deebo to sync up. And guess what? They've wasted no time building chemistry. According to Jayden, it all starts with the work done off the field. It starts off the field, getting to know how he works and the kind of player he is. From there, it's about timing, trust, and reps, and we're stacking those every day. Deebo is betting on himself in 2025. He's not just here to collect a check. He wants to prove he's still a top-tier wide receiver and earn a long-term deal. That hunger is showing, and Jayden is feeding off it. For offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury, Deebo's arrival is a game-changer. Last season, Kingsbury was often forced to scheme things up without a true wide receiver too. Curtis Samuel was inconsistent, Jahan Dotson didn't make the leap, Dyami Brown flashed but wasn't reliable. Now, Cliff's got his weapon. Deebo isn't just a receiver, he's a chess piece. And in Cliff's air raid-rooted system, a guy like Deebo can thrive in motion, bubble screens, end-arounds, and vertical routes. Expect to see him lined up in the backfield. Expect him on jet sweeps. And most of all, expect fireworks. While the spotlight is on Jayden and Deebo, there's another name quietly rising in Ashburn: Luke McCaffrey. The former Rice standout and third-round pick from 2024 is entering his second training camp with the Commanders. And while his rookie season was quiet, 18 catches, 168 yards, don't count him out in 2025. ESPN's Arid Schatz recently wrote that McCaffrey could be one of the surprise breakout receivers this season, and that even though he's stylistically similar to Deebo Samuel, his athletic profile and playmaker rating remain elite. Let's be real, Deebo's physical style makes him a risk for wear and tear. If anything happens, Luke McCaffrey could immediately step into that role. And even if everyone stays healthy, Luke could carve out that WR3 spot, the same way Dyami Brown did last year and earned himself a $10 million deal with the Jaguars because of it. Let's look at the receiver depth chart real quick. Receiver 1, Terry McLaurin, assuming he returns. Receiver 2, Deebo Samuel. Receiver 3, wide open. Luke McCaffrey is battling with names like Jamison Crowder, Dax Milne, and undrafted free agents like Mitchell Tinsley. But what sets Luke apart is his versatility. He's got the family pedigree, strong hands, and after-the-catch ability. He's also been one of the hardest workers in the building, according to receivers coach Bobby Wade. If Luke puts together a strong camp, don't be surprised if he locks in that WR3 role and becomes another key weapon in Jayden Daniels' growing arsenal. The countdown is on. The Commanders will face off against the New England Patriots in their preseason opener on Friday, August 8th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. That's the first real chance for fans to see the Jayden-Deebo connection under the lights. But it's also a massive opportunity for Luke McCaffrey to make his case. If he flashes in that game, catches a few passes, moves the chains, or scores, he could solidify his spot and become a household name among Commanders fans. Preseason matters especially for young receivers. Just ask Dyami Brown. That's where Luke can set himself apart. Do you think McLaurin deserves more than $30 million per year? Is Adam Peters making the right move by holding the line, or should he pay up and secure Jayden Daniels WR1 for the next 5 years? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe to Commanders HQ for more exclusive coverage from camp. We'll be watching every rep, every press conference, and every move. See you next time, Commanders fans. Hail to the Commanders.